Hi, folks. Welcome to the chat room at Clearly Net Zero. I'm John Mullen, the energy evangelist, and my colleague.
Hi, I'm Laura Short from Green at Heart, but together we are CNZ.
Yay, Clearly Net Zero. So why is it clearly?
Because it's clear, simple, accessible.
Yes. Cool. She's really good, she is.
Lots of experience.
Oh, yes. And today we're just looking at the new year, looking at new ideas, looking at the things which are popping up out of the framework. Yeah. And we're just going, wow, somebody's thought about these. Yeah. And making life simpler and cheaper to do their business. So what's going to be the first one?
Well, speaking of doing their business, I suppose we better talk about the cow dung tractor.
Oh, yeah. You know, farmers, really good idea. But I'm sure you've thought about it before. There's from your cow dung, you can create methane.
Yeah.
And actually, that methane can be powering your whole business.
It's been working in anaerobic digestion for years. It's just taking that process one step further and actually putting it into farm vehicles.
Yes.
Why not cut down on a product you've already got, completely accessible?
Or even better, a few farmers working together and bringing the resources together. Mm-hmm. One might have the digester, one might have the combine harvester, you know, and share these things. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of money to be saved across your business because you're actually working with other people. Yeah. But I looked at this, I just thought, a tractor which is running on methane, and you know, it could be pulling the animals to the auction houses. Yeah. It could be plowing the fields. It could be doing all sorts of things, and it could be heating all of your houses, all of your farm buildings.
Yeah. Hopefully, it doesn't smell as bad then.
Oh yeah, exactly. But you get used to it. Yeah. Oh no.
Yeah.
And linking in with that, and talking about people working together, there's another idea which I've just noticed recently in the Northwest. It's called Local Loop Northwest, whereby you get businesses which are all in a smaller geographic area, but you register your payments with this central, as it were, company. But whenever it finds a loop of people who all have to pay each other, then it is actually able to cancel out the payments. So say there's 3 people in a loop. The first one owes £1,850. The next one owes to the second person in the loop £1,650, and then the last one owes the first person £800, or is that £800? Actually, all of those added together cancel each other out. Oh,
it's a great system.
So you don't actually end up taking money out of your cash flow.
Yeah, and we all know cash flow is so important for small businesses. It can be literally the making or breaking as to whether you can keep going with that cash flow that you've got available. So any method there is of being able to keep cash flow within the business but still operate is a great idea.
Cash is king. And if you don't have a cash flow, then sorry, but you're out of business. Yeah. But with this solution, it actually helps to reduce the amount of cash flow needed to operate.
Yeah. And don't forget, digital transactions still have a carbon footprint as well. So it helps to reduce global carbon because we're not having to make as many digital transactions. So it's all about collaboration, which is what CNZ bases itself on, and it's all about reducing that carbon footprint as well.
Yes. So Next idea, plan from the beginning. I was interested to look at how Amazon actually plan a new warehouse. They ask the question, where are we going to get our energy from? And in that process, they actually make agreements, effectively something like a power purchase agreement with a supplier, but they may actually completely buy out that supplier, but let them still operate underneath Amazon. So effectively, they are looking to get their energy for nothing once they've paid off that initial investment. And that might only be 4 or 5 years.
But that's the first stage of their plan.
Exactly.
It's doing that before you've actually even built the building. It's making sure you've planned for energy consumption prior to starting to break ground. Yeah.
Yes, they're a massive company, but we can still take those principles as smaller companies. We, as a company, could buy into a wind farm co-op.
Yeah.
We could try to reduce our energy usage. We could buy equipment which uses a lot less energy. We could put solar panels and a battery system on the office.
Yeah.
It all adds up. But because we've made a plan for it, we know where we're going, how we're doing it, and how much we're having to invest.
Yeah.
And let's do business differently.
Yeah, it's a lot more expensive to be reactive in business than it is to be proactive from the beginning and actually put these solutions in place before you start.
So if you've got a few cows and chickens, you may be able to power your own business.
Yeah, maybe that's one for 2024, John.
So that's it for now. If you want to talk to us, please
drop us your crazy ideas.
Exactly. Getting together, working together, helping each other come up with solutions is what we're all about.
Yeah.
So email us, info@clearlynetzero.com, or reach out on the website, clearlynetzero.com again, believe it or not. And we're here to find solutions for you and to help you reduce your carbon footprint. There's so much to learn at the moment.
And we want to do it together.
Yes, and we're enjoying it.
Yeah.
So let's do it together, enjoying life, and make this year go with a bang.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, bye.
Bye.